So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Okay, sweetie. Thank you, babe.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now back to throw.
Man.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I hate when
They
that
were able
happens.
to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Shit.
Off at the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He gets this one to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd down, Haskins.
Oh, shit.
You're
right there. You're right there.
And they work this near the 5. Will be stopped at the 6. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That was a case of practice making perfect. Goal line offense had been their focus while prepping for this one.
Almost as if you go back to training camp, isn't it? You strip it bare, you figure out what you need to make something work on it all week long, and get it done. That's got to feel great for them.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I like it.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because it's not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up a throw.
Wow.
The pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Man, I'm going to have to put it in my back.
That is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's complete. It's Bell.
Okay.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 73 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Haskins. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Hello?
So the wraps for the wonton say used by September 13th.
Oh.
And they still use it? You think it's bad? Today's the 16th.
Yeah, they may be bad. You have to open up the package and smell it. See what it looks like.
Okay, bye.
Alright, bye. Oh, damn. We're going to have old wontons.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Hello.
Oh, what's good, Jay?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 19 carries, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
2nd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watts. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. The setup to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP, Tom.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses. And they're going to get him. They bring him down with a sack back at the 16-yard line. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 2nd and long. Pressure gets to him again.
I can't throw the ball away. Oh, man.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Jason Garrett's on the Giants now. He's terrible.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Haskins now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
I don't know, man.
Now it's Haskins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I haven't watched NFL football in like a couple of years, man.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
No,
search for that patience here now. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I've seen that first movie, though. I've seen
and a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Johnson's got it complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Thank you.
Start getting used to it.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Oh, yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Here's Haskins. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this
Warzone is free.
Right now?
The game Call of Duty, that's you know, like that Warzone or Call of Duty Modern Warfare or whatever, that's what you have to purchase. Like the multiplayer, like to play team deathmatch, to play all that other type of shit.
He's got the connection
For the online play, that's like a whole separate game. So Warzone is its own thing. It's free online play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy
So
running
yeah, you
the
don't
drag.
have to.
Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Because when I said that beginning loading screen, it has 3 different games, so you want the one right in the middle. The ones to the left and the ones to the right, those are 2 different ones. Those are for purchase. The one right in the middle that says Warzone, that's the one that's free. That's the one that you want.
8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Warzone.
Yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 41.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Still can't get in.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
You're not online right now,
well,
so you're not in the game.
Pollard. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal
No, you gotta
from
back
the 1.
out of that. You gotta back out of that. Yeah, you don't have to go to the store or nothing. Yeah, you're at the right screen. You just went to where it said purchase. You did back out of that.
From a yard out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in the season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
This is fielded at the goal line.
I don't know what that is.
Solid return.
Yeah. All right, thank you, man.
Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
Yeah. You okay? Thank you, man. Oh, thanks, man. It was on fire?
I would just try to get back to that main screen. I don't know. There's got to be an exit somewhere. Otherwise, just try to start the game over or something.
Hello? Yeah, I have it. Thanks, sweetie. Okay. You know what I mean? Some rap. Okay. You like the rice? I haven't tried it yet. Let me know. Oh, is that what it is, Ken? You still in the training session?
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Go! From the gun, Haskins on third down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Haskins now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Haskins to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down, Haskins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Damn.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. 59 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, Pollard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Oh, yeah.
Nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
No. The stadium one in Warzone.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. A big play there.
Yeah, I don't know if you're. I don't see you on my
guys
friends.
have cut the lead down
I don't
to
see
2.
you online.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree
with
you on that one, because
or
those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit.
Oh, hell no!
And the Redskins scoop it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And the catch made by Johnson. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Haskins to throw it. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player?
No, brownie.
How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one goes for 24 yards.
It must be something about the night air because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. 2nd and 15. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
I don't understand why it's unavailable.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Did you download all of it?
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 19.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here.
I know it's a massive file.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
I can't think of any other reason.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, the picture you sent at the top of the top corner says installation progress. Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if
7
that's
yards on the pickup
for
there,
Warzone or
with a
I
2nd
don't know
and 3.
what that
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Gonna give this time to the tailback.
That's it.
And this won't
I say
be
go to your
enough to pick up
notifications
the
again and
first.
see
A gain of
if
two,
see
third
if
and one.
anything's downloaded for the game.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line.
Yeah, it's a massive download.
No gain on the
takes
play
a long
there.
time.
Nice job defensively.
Unless you have really good
and
internet.
it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Yeah, that's
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a
that's
touchdown,
why-
you have to go over and
that's
look
why
at the
it's not
tablet and see
available,
what you did on
because
the last
it's not
drive.
downloaded yet.
When you score points, it's a whole lot better view
Still
than when you're
going.
trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2
It
yards
took
on
mine
the
like
carry
five,
there. It'll be
like
second
5
down.
hours.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Something like that.
Here's 2nd and 8.
That was for the second part. The first part took an hour and a half, so it was probably about a
That's
good
Watts.
6 and a
And he'll
half,
get
7
this
hours.
one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where
Because
they
the first
snapped
chunk
it
was
from,
like an
the
hour and a half,
22.
and the last chunk was like 5, 6 hours. Like, damn. But yeah, I just did it.
They'll run on first down.
I started it right before I went to sleep.
And taking it across midfield
So that way when I woke
and
up,
inside
it'd pretty
the
much be done.
45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 18. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2nd and 6. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2nd and 3. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal, and the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember how good Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Now it's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's man. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Now Haskins on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's man. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Haskins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Haskins will throw. He gets this one to Johnson.
What the hell?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play. And I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on the field.
Now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
The only thing they did different with this one is that you can basically create your own league.
Who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground.
Make your own league with all the different teams and shit.
Can't run the football.
Different rods, you can make different uniforms, all that stuff.
It's complete.
But that's about it. Other than that, not really the same
to the
stuff.
12-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I think they did make it easier for people to have online leagues, though. I think they did make that a little bit easier. So if people were to buy the game, you and like a few of your friends could have, some type of league online.
Looking to throw.
Whereas before, it was just, they made it almost impossible.
And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to
they're all
second
gonna
guess
be
when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence.
Yeah.
Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
60 catches for
Monday
him
through
now on the
Friday.
year. This last one, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long.
I gotta be there at 8, but I usually leave around 6:45.
I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a
You just
deal
wake
for
up
me.
to
I'm gonna keep
5:30.
A good pickup there on 20 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he rifles one incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Right back to him on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down inside the 30. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, man. Pack of football.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
I mean, they break a lot of tackles, for sure.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football.
I don't know. When you play more Madden than I do, what do you...
As they stop him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw.
Well, he can always tweak it.
It's Watts. They'll get 15,
but yeah, I mean, they definitely...
It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have
I like the physics. I think the physics is good as far as the tackling.
That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain.
Depending on who the running back is, I guess. You know, if it's a really good running back, they can do some pretty amazing things
so
on these games.
On 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash.
You're
it's
like, how many times does it take it? I mean, who's the one guy from?
And this one is right down the middle.
Samuels. Is there a guy named Samuels?
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do. Kept this a one-score game.
Forgot which team he plays for.
They were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal.
I don't know, but it might be the Eagles.
So here's Haskins and the Redskins, down by 7.
That dude was just breaking tackles left and right. Like, I was like, who is this guy? I never heard of this dude. All of a sudden, it was just like O.J. Simpson and Walter Payton put together.
It's Huff, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Check. Walk 54. All day, dog.
Here we go with Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's man. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They have the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Cowboys, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9.
Unstoppable.
Hell yeah.
What's the second one?
Alright, now it's on you. You're wrong. Oh, she's playing Call of Duty. Hey, babe, what are you playing?
We're playing customs 3v3 gunfight with some friends. But I'm high.
Oh, you high? Oh, so it did work?
Yeah, it's good.
Is it like overbearing? Like, is it too much or just the right amount or it's like a buzz? What is it? Can you tell me? Babe? I'm trying to, I'm the chemist here. I'm trying to figure this shit out.
Hey, I'm high right now.
Hey, babe.
I did good.
Babe. So is it like overbearing? Is it like how? What's the high?
Oh, it's gunfight.
No. You're high.
Oh, no, I'm good. It's not too, I feel like it's just starting.
Oh, okay. It's just starting. Well, yeah. You ate that brownie not too long ago. It hasn't been an hour yet. Damn, it's only been like maybe 30 minutes. Huh? No, she started. She says she's starting to feel the buzz. Like she's
Hey,
high.
I didn't get to pick one.
I put a gang. Yeah. What I did was I got a a strainer, right? Put it back, just dump that shit in the strainer. Got a bowl. It just starts shaking it up and get the shake, right? So then once I got the shake, I grabbed some cooking oil. At first, I was just trying to make enough for the brownie. But then I put like a gang of that shit in there to where it was just so thick. I'm like, damn, okay, I might as well pour more. So then as I was pouring, and then, I'm pouring more, and then stirring, and then it's like, okay, maybe I need to add a little more bud there. Stir it up, too thick, still clumpy, pouring more and more oil. Next thing you know, I poured the whole damn bottle. So I'm thinking, okay, well, fuck it. I'll just make one big thing of olive oil, infused olive oil with that shit. And then I knew how it was potent enough, cause like I felt it, on my fingertips, when I was scraping the shit off, as I was cooking it. So I was scraping it off, and I was feeling the tingleness. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So it's got something in there. I cooked enough to where, it was good enough. Let it cool off, dumped it all back in that bottle, and that was it. So now I got a gang of oil. Alright. Switching to what's it called? I'm gonna get that other mic in a minute.